Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. Y'all, I'm excited because I want to go ahead and talk Real Housewives of Potomac. All right, so first things first, Stacy and TJ. Y'all remember TJ? He was Stacy's fake boyfriend last year, Real Housewives of Potomac season 9, right? Well, the reason why we know he was a fake boyfriend is because at season 9 reunion, we had learned via Happy Eddie that he had failed to be paid. Stacy failed to pay him. Therefore, he says he was not going to be at the reunion that year and that he was done with Real Housewives of Potomac and that he was done with Stacey Rush, the actress. I mean, news anchor, QVC salesperson. Okay. And so this year on season 10, we found out via TJ's actress friend, via Giselle and Darby, that he was considering suing Stacy for breach of contract because apparently Stacy was supposed to pay him 50% of her Real Housewives of Potomac check. And now Bravo and Cocktails came out with this contract. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's fake. We're going to read it for shits and giggles. But there's some interesting language in here, and I want to get y'all's opinion. Let's go ahead and read. It says, I, Stacey D. Rush, willingly enter this agreement with Thomas Anthony Jones Jr. as an equal partner and cast member of Bravo TV's Bravo TV's Real Housewives of Potomac, produced by Truly Original LLC and NBC Universal LLC. I agree that Thomas Anthony Jones Jr. is entitled to 50% of my total salary earned as compensation for my appearance for the 2024 season as a cast member, and each season I appear as a cast member thereafter. This contract shall automatically renew each season and remain in effect until my employment as a cast member of Real Housewives of Potomac ends or a mutually agreed upon time. Printed name Stacey Rush. Signature Stacey Rush, dated 5/5/2024. A lot of the folks on the social media feel like this can't be real. It's not notarized. It doesn't look professional. It looks like a third grade drafted it. To me, all of that is irrelevant. I mean, you can have a contract written in crayon and it still be valid. You can have a verbal agreement and it be legally binding. My whole thing is, why would Stacey Rush agree to 50% of her check? Not 50% of her 2024 check, but 50% of all her checks thereafter. Am I reading this right? I agree that Thomas Anthony Jones Jr. is entitled to 50% of my total salary earned as compensation for my appearance. My meaning Stacey's appearance. And each season I appear, meaning each season Stacey appears as a cast member. Why would you give away 50% of your check, of every Bravo check, from every season that you may appear on, until you are no longer a cast member or a mutually agreed upon time? Why would you agree to that? Stacey, you're silly, but I know you're not that silly. Or am I the silly one? Am I reading this correctly? Somebody help me out here. I'm just a little bit confused as to why anybody would agree to those terms. Do y'all feel like this is a real contract? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Moving right along. Speaking of Happy Eddie, okay, y'all know Happy Eddie and Dr. Wendy, to you, sweetie, they were arrested on insurance fraud charges. Okay, remember yesterday I said, you're not ugly, you just broke. And apparently they still are broke, allegedly. Right. Anyways, this is before and this is after. Before the fame, after the fame. Trying to show off your Louis Gucci Prada on TV and that $7,000 Cartier bracelet and saying it got stolen in a robbery where robberies don't happen. Anyways. So yeah, they were arrested on insurance fraud charges. They were released and said, we're in great spirits. Okay. A few days later, she resigned from her position at a university. Then we found out that they want all the charges dropped. They feel like it was an illegal arrest, illegal search and seizure, illegal interception, illegal this, illegal that. They unlawfully obtained evidence and email communications, etc., etc. and they want separate cases. Well, every time you file a motion, you got to pay the lawyer, right? And Wendy ain't got no money. You don't get paid for RHOP until after the season is done. Apparently, is what I read. I don't know. But let's assume that's true. Ain't no RHOP money coming in as of yet. Ain't no professing money coming in anymore. Which means, Happy 80, you got to work, babes. You got to sell some weed, babes. You got to sell those edibles like they hotcakes, babe. Okay? He's on Instagram. He's doing some pop-ups. Happy 80 pop-up, 1024 Far and Daughter, Pikesville, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, and then on October 30th, he's going to be at Story and Silver Spring. If you're interested in buying some edibles and, you know, whatever else they have, some pre-rolls. And then at the far, far bottom of the Instagram screenshot, you got his wife, Wendy, cheering her man on, okay? Because he got to pay the lawyer's fees. He still got to keep up with the mortgage. Did they even start on the renovation? The 10-foot marble fireplace. The student loan debt. They still got children to feed. They got restitution. Not yet, but shit, it's coming down. It's coming. Child. Anyways, Papa said he got to get to work. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.